Hello. Trying to get myself centered here. It's like that looks centered, but it's like the computer is cattywampus. I don't understand. If I put myself here, that's centered to me, but it's not centered to you guys. I don't know that it matters. Okay. Hello. Hi. Happy Friday night. Happy Saturday morning. If you're here, please say hello in the chat. Let me know where you are. I will say, like, I'm trying to do the Saturday mornings, and I I it's, it's a relaxing day for me. I'm kind of like, "Okay, all right, I gotta be, like, focused." Yesterday, I got this cute little gift, when I went to, I went on my first little outing that I haven't done in a while, and, it's like I have been working, so I haven't been doing fun things and going on touristy things and whatever. So, but yesterday I did. I went for my first little outing and I chose um a it's called an ancient city that's in Zhuhai, and I didn't know what to expect. I didn't even know if things would be open because it was a holiday, but it was super cute. Anyway, I ended up having some tea, and I'll share some pictures. But the person gave me this cute little thing, so adorable, and inside it has a mirror. So cute. I like it. Um, I like these little cute things that, I think that's very sweet. So, anyway, how's everyone? Um, Today is Saturday, and a couple of things. One is I would talk about Dragon Boat Festival because that's what this is this weekend, and also do a little preview of the book. So, the book today is the day that I like finalize the content and yeah, it's, hitting the button. Even though it won't come out for another week, it comes out next Friday. Today's the day that I like hit the button that says I'm not making any more changes. Um, and I know I'm still having people read, so um, there probably still will be things that need to be corrected, but I just want to make sure I'm not missing something here. Hold on a second. Too many windows open. Let's see. Um, Here, this is the one I need. Good. Just make sure I don't have any messages. Okay. Uh, my link. I was having trouble this morning. That's why I'm just checking because I was trying to do it with my phone so that I could give you guys a different background other than my dorm room. And I tried it 3 different times, and each time I went back in to check if it was public, and it wasn't. Even though I would change the setting to public, I would go live and then I would go and check and it would say it was private. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I've got to figure that out. And so that's what I was just checking here is to make sure that this is public, but I don't know. Maybe I could check it on my phone. Live streaming. Stream URL copied to the dashboard. I don't know if that's the right one. Yeah, it does look like it is. Okay. Well, hopefully you all can get in. Hopefully you can see it. Um, Miss you guys. The only thing I could do is, yeah, is I could try to go on here and see if I can see myself. See if that will work. No connection. Oh, because I have this off. Sorry, I'm like doing all this like behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, so yesterday, it was like the first time in a long time where I felt like I could give myself a break and like go on do something fun. And so that was interesting. It was just interesting to see how the brain works. Like even though I didn't think I was that stressed out or whatever, I clearly have been like focused on this book, and I just couldn't do something. I couldn't take an afternoon and go do something. I just couldn't do it until yesterday. So yesterday was the first day. So it was the Dragon Boat Festival. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go like explore the Dragon Boat and see what's happening. Um, and so I chose this ancient city that's near Zhuhai, and it was really cute. I just walked around. They had lots of shops and little restaurants and some historic buildings. And then it wasn't too crowded, but there was one little side road that I saw that was kind of quiet, and I heard some Chinese music coming down the alley. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna go down this alley and see what's down there. And let's see, does it say I'm live? Dragon Boat Festival. Let's see if I can join myself here on my phone. I don't know if this will work. Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hang up so um cancel that. Good. So yeah, so anyway, I ended up walking down this little alleyway and heard this Chinese music, and I came across this open door, and inside was this long table that had a tea setting on it. And so I was like, is this a tea shop? And and AC. Um but there was no one in there, and I wasn't sure if I could, like, go in or if I wasn't sure if it was, like, somebody's house, like, 'cause you never know, like, sometimes there's, like, this whole area, and then you go walk down an alleyway, and suddenly you're, like, in somebody's home. Like, there was one other alleyway that I walked down, and there was a historic building, and then at the end of this little road, like, there's a historic building, and people are walking in and, like, touring, and there's, like, a museum or whatever, and then right at the to the right of it there was laundry hanging out, so clearly it was somebody's house. So you just never know. So I kind of didn't walk in, but then I was like, "I think it's a shop." So I kind of stepped in, and I just kind of stood there tentatively, and then a woman came out, and she kinda looked at me, and I was like, "Hi." I'm like, "这是什么?" Like, "What is this?" And I was like she said something, I was like, "Is it a shop? Like, can I have tea?" She's like, "It's a tea shop." And I was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Can I have tea here?" And she said, "Yeah." So then, I ended up sitting down. It was really lovely, and the tea was amazing. It was delicious. It was from she said the source of the tea was from the place where black tea originated. And it was this beautiful, like, golden color, and it was very floral. The flavor was delicious. Um, and I was the only one there, so I just sat there and had my tea and listened to this music, and I did some drawing. I did, I did share that on my thing, but I'll show you guys. And, I do my little quick drawings. So this was Dragon Boat from yesterday, and it's the um, Ba Jianfang Tea House. Ba Jianfang Tea House. So um, yeah, and so I had some pictures to share with that, and then so I was going to talk about Dragon Boat Festival. That's the most important thing. So Dragon Boat Festival, I think it's kind of interesting because when you hear Dragon Boat Festival, you probably have certain images that come to mind, and it probably sounds really fun, and it is fun, and there are dragon boats, but it's just not exactly what you might expect. So first of all, I wrote to somebody and I said, "Happy Dragon Boat Festival," and she was kind of like, we don't really say that because it's actually kind of a somber, um, not a celebration. It's like a somber day. So let me read about it. And this is why I didn't say anything on the live yesterday because it's kind of like I didn't I didn't want to just type something and have it sound somber. But yeah, okay. So the dragon boat. Oh, here I can actually. I was going to share the screen so you guys could read along with me. I think it's more fun. Tell me about the Dragon Boat Festival. No, history is the name. Here we go. Okay. Okay. So the Dragon Boat Festival, celebrated on the fifth day of the fifth lunar month, traces its roots back over 2,000 years to ancient China. It honors the legend of Chu Yuan, a beloved poet and statesman who drowned himself in the Miluo River to protest government corruption. Chu Yuan was a loyal minister and talented poet of the Chu state during the warring. Okay, people, stay. During the Warring States period, 600 to 200 BCE. Despite his devotion, he was slandered by political rivals and exiled by the king. Devastated upon learning that his country's capital had been invaded by the rival Qin army, Chu Yuan committed suicide by jumping into the Miluo River as a final act of patriotic protest. So this is why I didn't say anything. The evolution has been that, according to legend, local people who deeply admired Chu Yuan raced out in their boats to rescue him or recover his body. When they could not find him, they developed several traditions to honor his memory and ward off bad luck. The races, dragon boat races, are to keep the fish and evil river spirits away from the body. Villagers beat the drum, splash the water with their paddles, and race violently in long boats. These frantic searches evolved in today's synchronized dragon boat racing. And then zhongxi, rice dumplings. People threw sticky rice wrapped in bamboo leaves into the river to feed the fish, so they would leave Chu Yuan's body untouched. This culinary offering has evolved into the iconic festival dish enjoyed by families today. Um, and then the other thing I learned is that because of the timing of the festival, and I guess that's what this says, it's like this timing now is kind of when, summer is coming and things are heating up and bugs start coming out. And so like the illnesses, insects and poisonous creatures, this is like their big season. And so people started to hang protective herbs on their doorways and drinking protective um, wines and things like that. And so I actually, one of the things I got yesterday, I'll share with you, are these beautiful, um, like potpourris, and you can choose like any kind of purpose. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And so these all have different blends of herbs inside to do different things. This one is to help with sleep, and then I got one for stress. This one I think this one is the stress one. Stress. Mm, yum. Amazing. They're so beautiful. And then this one is just for general like happiness, energy. I kind of think that the sleep one smells the best. Probably because it has like lavender in it. Um, but yeah, and then even on our front door, one of my roommates hung some things on our front door. So it's really neat. Um, and then let's see what else it says here. Modern legacy. Um, so I was gonna show like just a picture of stop sharing. Window. Is it this one? Oh dear, no. That is not it. Hold on a second. Where's my other window? Maybe because I have it minimized, it doesn't appear available to me. Okay, share screen, window. That, you guys can see like how synchronized that is. Isn't that amazing? And they are wearing colorful things, but I think that when I pictured, like, dragon boat racing, I thought it was gonna be more like, like the floats, Macy Day parade kind of floats and stuff, and there would be these boats that were really, like, elegant and extravagant, like dragon designs that were racing, but it wasn't really a race, it was more like just a parade of these dragon boats. But in fact, it's not that, it's actual races, um, and it's more about, yeah, the synchronization and the speed. They're actually racing, and then oh, and they're reversing direction. Interesting. And I just noticed this example actually is in Foshan, Guangdong, and that is close to where I am, and it's the birthplace of martial arts, from what I understand. So, and they have to do these turns around these curves. Every close shave. What is at stake is the collective honor of the entire village. Wow. Look at how long that boat is. 23 meters. 23 meters that they have to turn around these little corners. Look at this. Wow. Hey, Jelly Bean. Yeah, I was just I don't know if you just joined, but I was just saying, like, how, like, the Dragon Boat Festival is not exactly what I expected. It's very different. Um, did you just put Chinese characters in your comment? Oh, you just got here. Oh, well, thank you for being here. Yeah, so I guess I will just say on purpose. It just happened. That's how it works. And, um, yeah, that the reason for the Dragon Boat Festival is kind of like not what you would expect. It's a little bit somber. I will not repeat it, but it is, well, it's an ancient thing. It's from like over 2,000 years ago. And but the reason that they are in the water is it's not just for fun and games. They had like another reason that's a little bit more serious. So the racing creed passed down for centuries is forever branded. Rather wreck the boat than paddle slow. Look at this. Look at how close they come. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. All right. I will repeat it for you. Hold on a second. Let me pause this. Stop sharing. Um, yeah. So okay, it's it's a somber story. So basically, 2,000 years ago, there was this poet and a statesman, and he was slandered against by the incoming Qin dynasty, and when he realized that his beloved capital was going to fall to the Qin dynasty, he actually threw himself into the river. So the people, because they loved this poet and statesman, they rushed to the river and they couldn't find him. They couldn't find his body. So they started to hit the water and make waves to keep the fish away, to distract the fish away from him, even though they didn't know where he was. and they threw rice and sticky rice into the water to feed the fish so that the fish would not want the man's body. Isn't that totally not expected, Not expected. Um, so yeah, like I heard Dragon Boat Festival and I kind of thought, oh, it's going to be like the Macy's Day Parade and we're going to have these really elaborate like dragon boats and they're going to parade down the rivers. And instead, no, that's not the case. Number one, they are all boats, but they're actually racing, and it's more about um, the synchronicity of their the precision and their speed. Actually, that, and it's based on this tradition of like saving this man who was thrown himself into the river. Um, yeah, it's also because this time of year, sorry, that's why I didn't say anything yesterday because I was like, how do I put this in without it sounding badly? Like, I'll just wait. Um, but it's also this time of year is like when summer comes and it's bugs come out and um, pestilence and like illness and stuff. It's kind of like the peaks of many negative things, and so this time of year is also kind of generally about warding off bad energy, and harm and bugs and things like that. And so they have they also put out these little like really amazing. Oh my gosh, smells so good. So I got these yesterday, and they're like all filled with different herbal, you know, mixtures, and they all have different purposes. I got three of them. This one is for mood, happiness, and depression. This one is for stress and pressure, feeling under pressure, and then this one, which I think is my favorite, is for sleep. Smells really good. Oh my gosh. Mm. Yeah, so pretty, right? And so you can put this on like your front door, you can put it on like you put it in your bedroom or whatever. And and so yeah, that's part of this tradition um for Dragon Boat Festival. Yeah. And then let's see, I had some photos, but I didn't put them in the folder, right folder. So library favorites. Okay. Just do it. I tried to do this on my phone is the thing downstairs so that I could give you guys a different background other than my like dorm. And I tried it 3 times, and each time it was like it said it was public, and then I went back to look, and it was not public. So I don't know. I tried. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I gotta figure that out. But that's why, I'm kind of like I didn't have things set up because I was setting things up for my phone and not for my laptop. Okay, so let's see. But so what I did yesterday is I went to this little town, and it's called an ancient village, ancient town, and, I just walked around and I found this cute little tea shop. Um, Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I keep it keeps playing the music of the drumming in my ears. Okay. Sorry, folders. That's what I needed. Plus, nope, no, it didn't work. Maybe that's not what I needed. Oops. I guess maybe it's as large as it goes. That's why. All right. Um, so anyway, it was an ancient village and it had some historic elements and just some cute little um shops and restaurants and everything. And I just loved being able to like take some pictures and stuff. I loved this one. I love the big flowers too. But what I guess I don't have here is the tea service. I don't know why. Um, oh yeah, there you go. You can see, well, you can see a little bit. I guess, will that work? Let's see. Oh yeah, that worked. Okay, so now I could play it. Oh, look at me making this work. Okay. So it was like this little tea shop, and I was the only one in there, and they served me this amazing tea, and I did some drawing, listened to some Chinese music. It was just very calming, and it was the first outing I've had, I was saying, in like months, I feel like, since I've been in Zhuhai, really, because I've just been focused on doing the book and haven't been able to give myself, just couldn't like allow myself to like just go out for the afternoon. So this is the first time I really did allow myself to go just out for the afternoon and have some fun. And it was really nice. So yeah. Um, I don't know. I think that's kind of a long, oops, a long video. I won't let you sit through the whole thing. But yeah. So that was that. And then today is the day that I finalize, I hit the button to like the for the book. Like I've had many different moments where I'm like, it's done, but it hasn't really been done because I keep making changes. It's been such a learning experience. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, today is the day where I'm going to hit publish. It won't come out until next Friday, but today's the day I hit the button that says like publish this thing. And I honestly felt a little nauseated yesterday. Like when I thought about it, I was like, I feel a little sick. It's very interesting. It's like, and it's not like it's a huge masterpiece or something. Like we all see the book. It's gonna be like, you worked for this on 10 years, like really, Beth? Like it just think you're gonna be like, why? But anyway, I thought what I would do, if you're interested, is read a little bit. So there's 8 chapters, right? Okay, so there's eight chapters. Let me see. Okay, money, simplicity, health, legacy, happiness, support, purpose, and preparation. Julie Bean, since you're the only one here, would you like to choose? Would you like to pick a topic? And then, or you could just randomly pick a page number. That would be kind of fun too, between like 1 and 102. Or no, not 1 and 102. Maybe like, well, yeah, you could do between 1 and 102. Um, and if you don't, then I'll just pick something. Let's see. Maybe, considering that this is the Dragon Boat festival weekend. Oh, 77. Let's see. Oh, oh, that's so funny. That is a page that I actually, that is, that is the page number in the whole book that I messed up because I had, I had to switch page numbers at one point, and that one, I had, they went 74, 75, and then it went 76, and then it went 75. Like that's the one page number I didn't get correctly. Anyway, okay, but it is this page, which you see, it says 76 and then 75. I have corrected that now, so it will be corrected. But I love that. I love that that's the one you picked. So anyway, that happens to be the very last page. So it's the recap in the chapter on support. So support is, yeah, where I talk about, well, I can read the recap and it will tell you what we just covered. Okay, recap, page 77. Support is not only about caregiving, it refers to everyone and everything that sustains us. It is the support that already surrounds us and that we hope to keep building. It is the conversations we have, even if they are difficult. It is the way we navigate the practical landscape as our needs change. It's all of this woven together with the deeper message underneath that we were made for this, to show up for one another, to give when we are able, and to receive with the same openness we hope to offer. The gift of this key is not just the tapestry we build, it is the recognition that needing support has never been a sign that something has gone wrong. Giving, receiving, staying connected is one of the most beautiful things we can do. It is what it means to be human. Page 77. So, yeah. Anyway, that's actually different than I'm realizing when I read that I've actually made changes to that page because, one of the things that I really tried to do that really like my one of my pet peeves. Oh, thank you, Lily. One of my pet peeves about this whole aging thing and caregiving and caring and all of that is that uh you know a lot of negativity kind of comes in, negative wording and negative alarm and like whatever. And I don't feel that way, but it was hard even writing this because I'm you know working with AI and stuff. Like a lot of times it would just pull stuff back into that, like there's that kind of language. It just would find its way in again, and I'd be like, no, 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 no. And so even in this one, it had that sentence. It is a sign that it's never been a sign that something has gone wrong. And I was like, that's number one, that's not really true because sometimes we need support because something's gone wrong. Like, let's be right. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest about that. Things go wrong. That's okay. The point is that when things go wrong, it's okay because that's human and that's why we're here. We're here to help each other and like support each other and whatever. So anyway, I changed it. I wonder what I changed it to. Let me see if I can find it. How quickly can I find it? Who knows? Got too many windows, people. Too many windows open right now. And just one computer. I don't have two screens. I don't have two screens, just one screen. But luckily, I can just go to page 77, the real page 77. Okay, so the new sentence is it's still on there. Shoot. It is recognition that needing support is not a sign that something has gone wrong. So it's still there, people. Well, anyway, I guess I'll have to still work on it unless I'm looking at the wrong version, which could also be. Anyway, yeah. So basically, the idea is I kind of take these big topics and I try to look at them with a little bit more perspective and a little more hope and positive view than they're normally given so that we can feel better about these things, which are really important. And, yeah, they might be hard, but they're like, yeah, I mean, life isn't supposed to be just all easy. We don't want that either. We're supposed to be living rich and tangled and, you know, complex lives. That's the point. I mean, who wants boring life? So, let's look at these things as those mature, complex humans that we are, and then support each other as we look at them. So, anyway, that's the book. Mm, thank you. uh, so that's so funny. Page 77. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, and if anybody wants to know anything about working in Canva, feel like make the book because all of this, it's all one big picture. This entire book. It's all laid out in Canva. It's not a Word document. It's a picture. That's a 134-page picture. Mature, ha. Yeah. True. Well, mature in like, like wine. The wine version more mature. Jillian's like, speak for yourself. Yeah, fair. That's fair. Anyway, so I do feel like now what I have to do, what I'm preparing myself is that I have to switch into like operations brain, like operations mode. And I have to do like, yeah, I mean, I still have all of that to do, like my website, you know, everything, email, like I don't have anything. I mean, I have stuff, but it's all like hasn't been touched since 2019, you know? And I mean, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it, but it also I do feel like it's like I have to take this one hat and like put it down and like put on another hat. It's a different part of my brain. And I think Bloom's talks really help me a lot with that. Like I'm looking forward to using so much of the things she teaches, for this part. And I will say that is one thing that I feel is difficult here in China, that I I don't feel like there's many people who understand what I'm doing, or what, yeah, like, and I don't know, maybe I don't even understand what I'm doing, but the idea of being like a solo person trying to figure out, what my business is, or if I have a business, or what I'm doing, and like building all of the elements myself, like solo. Um I don't have a people around me that are doing that here, that I can, yeah, just share experiences with, or do co-working with, or just have understand what I'm doing. Like I don't have that here. I had a little bit when I was at the Kung Fu Center, because there were people there that are also, you know, nomadic, and like trying to, and maybe have their own thing, or have built businesses online and stuff, and they have more close to this experience. So um there is that, but I think that's one thing that I kind of feel is lacking here for me. Like and that's why I value this community, and I value Bloom's community so much, because that is where I find that energy and those ideas and inspiration and support. So um yeah, but I find it interesting that there's not more of that here. I guess that's why I've noticed it, because I kind of there's so much opportunity here. I'm surprised that there aren't more people trying to do solo businesses or whatever, just I don't know. So maybe it's still kind of come. I'm not sure. But anyway, happy Saturday or happy Friday. I'm so excited now, like to go to join Bloom's talk. And I I uh I wish that you had a live Dilly Bean, so that I could like catch up on your life. Maybe you could think about doing a live or something. That would be so fun, because I just like, otherwise, I mean, I don't get much, it's just kind of one directional. I don't get to hear about like, what are you working on? You know what I mean? Like what is your status of your art and your business, and um like, do you have things that you're stuck on right now, or do you have things that you're goals that you're have as your priority right now? Your life isn't that interesting? I'm sure it is. Of course it is. It's just about like our daily lives, really. I mean, like, what are you doing day to day, like right now? I don't know. I mean, I know that you have your art, um, and you're a mom, and stuff a little bit. I know a little bit, but um you know? Yeah. I've been watching Sabrina Romanoff too, and she's also another person that I'm in her group, the, Women Build AI group, and I think that's really nice supportive group, and I like her videos, and I did watch something about the most recent one I did this week, which is more operational, and it was a prompt chain that she had that says, "Given everything that you know about me, um, what AI agent stack would you build? Like, what are the things that I can use AI agents for? And what are the things that I really want to hold on to that I really enjoy or that I'm really good at and that AI can't do? Like, what are those things that I set aside and those are protected and those are mine? And what are the things that I can have AI agents do for me?" And and so I got back some good things on that. And it also was just, it kind of started a conversation that I felt was useful in like operations, which I hadn't found before. So because in other prompt chains that I had done, it had been like, how do you make money in 90 days or something? And I'm kind of like, that's not really my goal. Like I don't really want to make $1 million in 90 days. Like that'd be nice, but that's not really my thing. And and I do want to do the marketing and there's a lot for me to learn there. But what I really realize is this idea of just tell me how to get set up the operations. That I think will be really, really helpful. So, oh, my email, it's Beth at outoftheboxaging.com. Beth at outoftheboxaging. I'm putting a space because otherwise I think maybe it doesn't come through, but it's Beth at outoftheboxaging.com. So yeah, just don't have the space, of course. You agree about Bloom's community. Yeah, I think it is. It's like it's so important, It's same thing when the Secret AI Society started, like same thing. It was just having the connections with all of these amazing women. And I have to say, like, it blows my mind how I mean, I knew people were amazing in the community when I joined. They were amazing. But to see how people have continued to develop, it's just mind-blowing. Like, wow, I just saw another thing that Linda did. And she just is blowing me out of the water right now. Her work is so good. I don't know if you know Linda, but she was in our original like group in Discord, and she's just does really cool things. I don't know if you know Linda, but you should. She's great. So, I've been thinking about like, am I an artist? Am I a writer? Am I like, I kind of like, if I wake up in the morning and I can do anything I want with my day, what is it that I want to do? It's an age-old question. Setting up operations, you also think that's a thing? You don't know Linda? Let me put Linda Cathcart, and I think it's just lindacathcart.com, I think, is her website. And she does these videos now. So she was doing her art, her AI art, and then she started like going down these rabbit holes of fabric and like old I don't know what the era is. It's like the Degas paintings era. So like when was that? Like 1890s or something. So she starts getting into this like fabric and like fashion from those older images. And then she really goes deep into the fabric and like the the quality of the fabric and the everything. And then she animates them. Anyway, and then she's been adding songs and music with her own poems that she's turned into songs. They're so good. They're really amazing. I mean, I honestly will wake up in the morning and like play one of her videos just to start my day because they're so beautiful. Oh, you Julie Beanie says, yes, you're an artist, even if it's writing. Name sounds familiar. Are you still doing SAIS? Um, yes, thank you. I know. I think artist is that broader term, and I do feel like that it's just it just feels kind of humbling to claim that, because it is such a broad term. But I think it's more true in that, like, I think an artist, it's not even about producing art. I think it's about, like, the way of life, you know? And the way that I live is artistic, right? I mean, the way that I experience my life and the way that I make the random decisions that I make in my life cannot be anything other than artistic because they don't make any sense. Yeah. So I would just say, okay, in that sense, you're an artist. Like you're in business school and you decide to go to India for a semester, or whatever. Like it just, you know what I mean? Like who does that? Nobody does that. So anyway, yeah. Oh, SAIS. I am not currently in SAIS only because I've been trying to save money while I've been doing the work here and stuff. These last 6 months, I've been trying to kind of economize. So I've been like not doing subscriptions that I wasn't really going to be able to have time for. But I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I do think right now, Bloom and Sabrina Romanoff are probably more relevant for me. Um, because I need to really work on marketing and operations. And I feel like those are my two gurus, my two teachers for those topics. And SAIS, I feel, is better for learning AI tools and really staying on top of the latest AI tools and kind of pushing the envelope on those and, yeah, staying training in AI stuff, I feel. Um, uh, you are an artist. Yeah, I'm just pasting. Thank you. I think it's, I don't know. I do feel more that than I did a year ago or 2 years ago maybe, but I also feel like I don't know, I look at you and I look at Bloom and I look at people who have kind of done art their whole lives, primarily, like really as a primary identity, and I have always had these 2 feet in different things and we're so it's always been around me, but I've never claimed it. Yeah, yeah, Linda is amazing, and also I think Sabrina Romanoff is also amazing. I don't know if you know her, but she's also good. So anyway, oh gosh, okay, we better go. We have a little potty break before we go to Bloom's class, and but yeah, thank you so much for being here and for letting me read a little bit of the book and page 77. That was so funny. And I will see you next week, if not before. And I guess maybe I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.